Not just love, everything here is political. Food, gender, name, art, even cats and the sounds they make. There is a Nat to Punai, there's a Kat to Punai. After Sarpata Parambarai, it was announced that his next film would be on love. Maybe because it had a poetic title, I was prepping myself for it to be a GVM kind of a film until they dropped on us the tagline, Love is Political. I remember laughing out loud the moment I saw the tagline and hitting myself on the back of my head, asking, what were you thinking? Hi, I'm Kairam Vaashi and this is about Ranjith's Natchathiram Nagargiradhu. The film begins with an excellent God's eye shot. Actually, the entire scene is fantastic. A couple lying on the bed engage in casual banter, which soon develops into a heated political discussion. And right from the beginning, Ranjith tells us what this film is going to be about. The girl loves Ilayaraja's music, whose songs this film has very generously used, and the boy is on the other extreme. This has got nothing to do with the music itself. It's all about the artist and his cast. Like the first scene, Ranjith has allowed many scenes to breathe, which has become a rarity these days. And I'm sure he was able to do that only because he had some phenomenal actors on board. This film is just a few minutes short of 3 hours, and all credit to the actors who hold this film tight even when some scenes lack the required punch. This film is about how some people who are slaves of their silly caste pride and arrogance have ruined the lives of many couples, killed their own children under the name of their families or caste's honor, thus ensuring the way the entire society looks at love is maligned. Ranjith uses theatre and stage play as a device or setup to deal with this subject matter. A theatre group in Pondicherry, which by the way is a fantastic location for this film, decides to make a play on love and how society interprets it. A Medai Nadagam about the topic of Nadaga Kadal. Stage play was a smart choice because while he keeps most of the film real, whenever he wants to be loud, he uses the stage play. Also, all the characters in this film are actors, thereby they have the liberty to be poetic and at heart romantic and very emotional. There are a couple of lovely scenes inside a household, one of the stage play director's family and the other of Kalaiyarasan's. The actor who has played Kalai's mother, I wish, is widely recognized both with more roles and some awards. Speaking of performances, like I mentioned, everyone looks their part and has delivered well. But it is Dushara Vijayan as Rene and Kalaiyarasan as Arjun who are just a notch better than the rest. Kalai with his forced English, which sounds natural, and acting like he's bad at acting is excellent. Not just love, everything here is political. Food, gender, name, art, even cats and the sounds they make. There is a Nat to Punai, there's a Kat to Punai. All female characters have their own agency, and in fact, on 2 occasions, it's Rene who takes Inian, Kalidas Jayaram's character, and Arjun towards light, quite literally. The LGBTQ community, I felt, was represented in an appropriate manner, truly treating everyone as equals. Tenma's music and Kishore Kumar's cinematography present to us this film in its best flavor. I also loved how Ranjith talks about the biases of those who are fighting for justice and equality, be it the debate about a kiss or the one about political correctness. Rene, who I feel is Ranjith himself, has a monologue where she explains why and how she had to build that boldness and confidence in her. By the end of that monologue, she is seen as if she's standing in a witness box because sadly, in most cases, the oppressed are their own witnesses. What this film wants to convey about love and its interpretation, although extremely serious and sensitive, gets repetitive in this 3-hour film, which made me feel like the point was made a long time back and yet we got scene after scene just drilling the same point further down. The other objection I had about this film, which talks about love and is against violence, is that it resorted to violence at the end, which I couldn't quite understand why. Shooting stars are full of speed and fire. This film, for a few, may lack the speed, but definitely not the fire. I left the cinema hall with a very profound dialogue from this film, which goes somewhat like this. பறவை மாதிரி பறந்து போகணும்னா மனுஷனாவே இருக்கக்கூடாது.